Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified every time I upload a video. So as you can see from the title of this video, I'm just going to come on here and share with you all how I passed my NCLEX in 75 questions. Yes, I passed my NCLEX in 75 questions, which I did not think was possible. After I took my test, y'all, once that computer shut off in 75 questions, I was like, oh my God, I failed. Like, I called my boyfriend, I was crying, I called my mom. I was like, it's no way I passed in 75 questions. Like, I don't know, I was nervous. But thank God I didn't, I passed. So if y'all want to see how I passed my NCLEX, and if you want to know the tips and what I did in order to pass in 75 questions, then make sure you watch the video. So if you see me looking down, it's basically because I wrote some things down. Just wrote down the things I did that I wanted to share with you all, how I passed, so I wouldn't forget anything. So my first tip is to take your NCLEX as soon as possible. Don't wait like months before you decide to take your test. I say take your NCLEX within a month or two of graduation. Some people in my cohort actually took their exam like 2 weeks after graduation. I didn't because I went on vacation. I do suggest taking it as soon as possible because you want the information to be like fresh on your mind, because time goes by fast. Before you look up, it's 2 and 3 months that's went by after you graduated. You're not going to remember a lot of that stuff, so I suggest taking it while it's fresh on your mind. Imagine if you go 3, 4, 5 months before you decide to take your NCLEX. A lot of that information you're going to forget, or it's not going to be as fresh on your brain. So I would suggest taking your NCLEX within the next month or two after graduation. But they say the sooner the better, the more likely you are to pass your NCLEX. So that is my first tip. Take your NCLEX as soon as possible. Tip number 2 is to start studying early. I did not start studying early, I'm not gonna lie. However, a lot of my peers and a lot of people from my cohort, they began studying for their NCLEX like our fifth semester or our last semester of nursing school. I definitely suggest that because taking NCLEX style questions is what's going to prepare you for your NCLEX. So if you're constantly taking those questions that are similar to your NCLEX, once you take the NCLEX, those questions you're already familiar with. You know how to critical think. You know, like, if they're trying to trick you, you know how to break down the question in order to get an answer. So if you start studying early, like doing NCLEX style questions, I think that is better versus waiting until the last minute, because you already got the swing of things and you kind of already know how the NCLEX is going to be set up. I think you can go on like UWorld, Google. You can buy NCLEX books from like your local library, or you can rent study books from a library, or if you have a friend who's already a nurse who has a book that you can use, borrow that book from them and just start taking those practice questions. And also use those practice questions, like the answers and the rationales, because believe it or not, like, some of those questions that you see, it's possible that they could pop up on the NCLEX. If it's not the same question, it could be a similar question. So I would suggest go ahead, start taking NCLEX questions early, start studying early. But in my nursing school, we did use a thing called ATI, and we used that through our entire nursing school process. So I guess you would say that I did start studying early, now that I think about it, because we had to pass our ATI exams in order to proceed to the next semester in nursing school. And at the end of my nursing program, we had to take an ATI comprehensive exam in order to pass. So it was almost like our NCLEX that we had to pass in order to graduate. So if you have something like that, I know every school is different. Some people use ATI, some people use Kaplan, UWorld, Hurst. But if all else fails, get a book, Google some questions, get like an NCLEX book, and just do review questions. Just get into the habit of taking like NCLEX style questions. So tip number 3 would be take a review course. So I took the Hurst review. My friends actually introduced me to the review, and they were like, hey Bria, you should take this Hurst review. I know some friends who've taken the review, they passed in like 75 questions, 100 questions they passed, and they felt like it was worth the money. So I Googled the review. I got on YouTube and watched some videos about it just to see like if people actually suggest a review and what their thoughts and opinions were. So I did. I took the Hurst review, and I did the, sorry guys, I did the Hurst live review. It's a little pricey, honey. It is pricey. But you probably don't have a lot of graduation money. Go ahead and invest. Or instead of asking for a present for somebody, ask them to go half or to pay for your review so that you can pass your NCLEX. But I did the Hurst review. And I think it's the same from when I took it. I took my NCLEX in May. I took it May 30th, yes. Because I graduated. I took it May 31st because I graduated April 28th. So about 4 weeks after graduation, I took my NCLEX. But May 5th through, I think it was like, I don't know. It was like the first week of May. After I came back from vacation, I took the Hurst review. And I did the Hurst live review. They have different options. I know you could do the live review where you go to a 3-day course and you have an instructor and they come out and they teach like the material. They go over the book that they provide. Or they have a Hurst stream live review where you do it at home on your own time, and you watch like online lectures and everything is online. You don't have to go to actual classroom in order to do the review. So this is the book that they provided. It's just the NCLEX RN review, and it's a lengthy book. It's about 200, this says 270 pages, but it is awesome. I definitely recommend doing the Hurst review. Majority of my friends took the review, and I think everybody passed in like under 80 questions. If you don't know, you have to take a minimum of 75, and I think the max is 265. So I definitely recommend the Hurst review, and this is why. Because it goes through material that you learn in nursing school. However, it only goes through the important things. Like we all know, some of that stuff we learn in nursing school, you will probably never see in your life. I mean, depending on where you work, you might, but some of that stuff, like, I'll probably never see that in my life. However, the Hurst review is known for breaking down and discussing only the core content. That's basically what they call it, like the core content, meaning the important things. During the live review, it's a 3-day course, and you meet with a instructor. They have an instructor from Hurst, and they come out, they give you the book, they give you the study materials, and they go over majority of the book. So our class was supposed to be from like 8 to 4, but we ended usually around 2:30. We usually ended early. And basically you go through about half of this book. What I like about the book is, like I said, it's core content. It's only important material. Like, you're not going to discuss stuff that you'll probably never see, or probably that will not be on the NCLEX. What I really like about it is that it has like fill in the blank options. I'm a visual person. I like to write stuff down. So during the lecture, like, the instructor will go through the book, and you have like, you listen to her, she gives you the content, and you fill it in, like you fill in the blank. You have like true or false, A, B, C, D. I like that it's different methods to studying and different methods to learning. I know some people are more of visual learners. So during the 3-day course, not only did we just go through the book and have lecture, we also watched videos and we followed along in our book. So I like the different options that they had for learning. What I liked about the Hurst review is that it was more hands-on. Like I said, you followed along with the instructor in the book, so you were forced to pay attention because you had to fill in your book. So I definitely like that. So also with the Hurst review came the book, but like I said, we only went through about half the book. So after the 3-day course, you had to go online and do online lectures where you watch videos and instructors, and that's how you filled in the remaining of the book and learned the other material. So after you went through and filled in the book, they suggest studying for about 2 to 3 weeks. You are given the option to do 4 Q reviews. So the Q reviews are basically like NCLEX style questions that goes over and covers the material that you learn in the Hurst review and in the book. They suggest that you score 77 out of 125 questions correct. Students who score close to that or more than that, they are more likely to pass their NCLEX. I did not score 77 out of 125 on all of them. I think a couple of them I scored like 70 or 75, but I still passed in 75 questions. So I suggest not only studying the correct answer, also look at the answers and the rationales that weren't correct, because those rationales can also be used to answer another question or give you some insight on another question that could possibly be on the NCLEX. So I definitely suggest a Hurst review. Like I said, it's a little pricey. I think my review was the regular price was $3.99, and during that time, usually around the time that people are starting to graduate and take the NCLEX, they do like a discount or a deal. So I think I paid like $3.25, so I got about $75 off. But I definitely recommend the Hurst review. Like I said, you could do the 3-day course where you go in, you have the instructor, you get the book, you go over the material, and then you finish the remainder of the material on your own. Or you can do the in-stream if you don't have time, or if they're not hosting a class in your area, you could do the online stream where you do everything online in your own time, in your pajamas at home, so you don't have to leave out and go to a course. But y'all, thank you for watching my video. If y'all see my Christmas tree, I decorated my Christmas tree for Christmas. I actually have a video on this on my channel, and I'm gonna link it down below, and I'm gonna link like the rest of my videos that I've been recording. But if you want to see how I got this cute tree, then click the link in the description box. And I got everything from Walmart, so everything was budget friendly. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning into my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. And once I get to 100 subscribers, I'm thinking about doing a giveaway. So if you have any giveaway ideas, make sure you leave them in the comment box below. And I'm gonna bring Bay on here, y'all, so y'all can meet Bay. We're probably gonna do like a boyfriend tag video whenever our schedule like coincides. So whenever like our schedule meets, whenever we can do it together, because we work like different days. He works like 5 days a week, 6 to 4, and I work 3 12s from like 8 to 8. So whenever our schedule meets, we'll be able to do a video so y'all can meet him. But thank you all for tuning into my video. Good luck to all my fellow nurses who are going to be taking their NCLEX. Pray about it, study, it's in God's hand. You got this. Don't give up. You are at the end of the stretch. You are at the end of the road. I am praying for you all. I'm wishing you all the best of luck, and I will see you all in my next video.